Good evening, you absolute beauties. My name's Cheeky Sport Dave, and today we're here live and direct at the Metro Centre in Newcastle. That's right, there's a ring in the middle of the Metro Centre. We're back again for another public workout. That's right, today it's a special one. There's a massive fight happening here in the Northeast on Saturday. Lewis Ritson, Newcastle's very own Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera for the European Lightweight Championship, the vacant European Lightweight Championship. The card is jam-packed, full of action, and every single fighter is here today. That's right. We've got Josh Buatsi as well in the cut, fighting Mr. Tony Avalanche. We've got Dave Allen, who's in the ring right now, sporting them jazzy shorts in the ring right behind me. He's taking on Samir Nebo as in a heavyweight contest. We've got Glenn Foot versus Robbie Davies Jr. We've got Anthony Fowler. Yes, the one and only Mr. Anthony Fowler versus Gabor Gorbekix. We've got Simon Valili versus Craig Glover. We've also got Hosea Burton versus Sediu Saul. Listen, I said to you before, this card is packed. It's going to be a great night of boxing out here in Newcastle. Now, I know you guys might be wondering, listen, what are the odds on these fights? Don't worry. That's what we're here for. We're here to let you know what the bookmakers are saying, what the prices are looking at, and who is looking favourite and who isn't looking quite so handsome in these fights. Up first, I'll let you guys know the main event, Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera. Lewis Ritson is an overwhelming favourite in this bad boy. 1-66. 1-66. Listen, them odds are seriously strong. And for Francesco Patera to win, it's at 14-1. Listen, I can't see it going any other way but a win for Mr. Ritson. Listen, if you're wondering, listen, yeah, of course Mr. Ritson's going to win, but what am I supposed to do with that? It's 1-66. Listen, that's why you got to go round by round betting. And I know what you're wondering, Dave, have you got to also round by round betting? No, I don't right now, but don't worry, I will do. So keep watching the stream. You'll find all of the odds for round by round betting coming up as well. We've also got Glenn Foot at 9-4 and Robbie Davies Jr. favourite in that fight at 1-3. A draw in that fight is at 20-1. A draw in the Ritson versus Patera fight is at 33-1. Listen, there's value in that bad boy. But listen, if you ask me, Ritson takes it all day. Now, you might be wondering, Dave, hold on, you're out here on your own. What happened to Mr. Gareth A. Davis? Don't forget the A. Listen, Mr. Gareth A. Davis is out there, you know, living the high life and the good life out there in Las Vegas. He was over there for the Conor McGregor fight. It was fantastic. But instead of him coming back, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna have a nice little vacay, enjoy myself. Not quite like Mr. Dave Allen up there. Dave Allen ain't on vacay. Dave Allen's back for another absolutely beautiful fight. His last fight he fought, he wasn't the favorite during that fight at all. But he came out, worked that fight, it was fantastic. We're going to be having words with absolutely everybody that is going to be in that ring today. So listen, that's why you've got to keep it tuned, stay locked, and keep it locked to all of that that's going on. Now he's having a word with a few people out there. Let's have a little listen.
Against all the odds, it's putting you right back in there. How excited are you to be fighting in Newcastle against Samir Nebo on Saturday?
Very excited. I'm most excited I've been since the last one. This one will be most excited to the next one because I just enjoy boxing. I love boxing. Doesn't matter if it's Newcastle Arena, the O2, a shed, fight everywhere, anywhere. But you know, Saturday is like the beginning of my career again, like for the 6th time. This is the 6th new beginning, so we're going to make this one count with a knockout win against Samir Nebo.
And what's the plan then? You're going to do it in front of 9,000 Geordies there. They're here for all the young prospects as well as Lewis Ritson, Glenn Foot, etc. But what next if you can get up beyond Nebo, obviously, on Saturday night?
For beating Nebo, the Lucas Brown fight is there. That's the fight I want. I want all the fights. I'd fight Anthony Joshua tomorrow if I could, but I can't. I'd like to. I'd take my money and retire, but that's not possible. So I'll fight Lucas Brown, I hope. Daniel Dubois is a fight I'm really excited about. There's loads of fights out there. I need to do the business Saturday, otherwise that's all null and void. You know, I go back to square one where I was at July 27th before I boxed Nick Webb.
Ladies and gents, here's an action Saturday night, Metro Arena, Dave Allen.
Yes, the white rhino himself, Mr. Dave Allen. Dave, how's it going, man?
I'm fantastic, thank you.
You must be quite hot though, right now.
I'm very hot. I put a bit of patience in pads. I don't even do that in the gym. So yeah, it was shock to the system.
Absolutely. Listen, I was going to say first and foremost, them shorts, I'm digging them, man.
Yeah, like I said to my friend over there, I'm the real life Rocky Balboa.
Tell him.
That's what it is. I just thought I'd a talking point, something different. I like to entertain. So hopefully everyone else enjoyed the shorts too.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, Dave, I don't know if are you familiar with the Urban Dictionary? You ever check out the Urban Dictionary?
I know a few words on there.
Yeah? Absolutely. Well, I'll let you know, basically, the Urban Dictionary defines a rhino, okay, as an older man on the prowl for a younger woman. And by definition, the gender opposite of a cougar. The rhino derives its name from his appearance because the specimen is most often than not, both horny and ugly. The rhino is usually found in warmer localities, can be spotted wearing either a flowered or pastel shirt, well, a little bit, with 3 buttons open to expose a mature mane of chest hair, tucked into a khaki shorts and sporting boat shoes. Now, this ain't quite why you're called the White Rhino, but for those boxing casuals that don't know why you're called the White Rhino, you wanna fill them in?
Well, basically, it's because of my manhood, my big horn.
Tell them.
It's because I'm the real life Rocky Balboa with a massive horn.
Third leg.
Yeah, we call it whatever you want to call it. I just call it my man.
I love it. Now, Dave, you're coming to this fight at the back of an absolutely devastating.
It was huge.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, it was huge.
Listen, we're not mixing our words out here. It was
massive.
huge against Nick. Fantastic. Before that fight, you said if you lost that fight, you'd retire. You're only 26 years old, but you was ready to pack it in.
Yeah, I was, because where was my career going? You know, it had been 5 defeats and 20 fights. Like, I've only lost to 3 men who were 3 of the best heavyweights in the world, and Lenroy Thomas, who's not very good, but I was fat and out of shape. But where was I really going? I'm in the sport to entertain, and I can't entertain by keeping on losing, you know. And it's very upsetting losing these fights. I don't want to keep on losing. I want to keep on winning. I'm a winner in life.
Absolutely.
So from this point on, W's only in my column.
Oh, tell them. W's. Oh, no L's out here. You know what I'm saying?
Zero.
0 L's.
I'm not boxing anybody any good.
Obviously, previously you fought the 2016 Olympic champion, Tony Yoka, who was recently banned for missing tests. I mean, what did you think of, after hearing that news?
Well, after 4 rounds, I could have told you that. I could have told you something was up after 4 rounds, but I don't look back at anything and regret anything. I don't look back and make excuses. All I see is I was beaten by the better man on the night, and when Tony's ready to come back, I will be in the correct shape, the correct mindset, and he will think I'm taking something when I get my hands on him.
Yes, he's about to feel the full force of the White Rhino. Now, you're facing Samin Nebo on Saturday night. What do you know about him?
I don't know anything. I can't really help you there. I was hoping you were going to tell me something.
Okay. Who would you like to fight afterwards? How about, good old Uncle Derek Chizzy, Big Baby Miller?
I think, with all respect, they may be a level or 2 above me. I want the Lucas Browns, Daniel Dubois. I don't fear anybody. I'll fight all of them. I said I'll fight Joshua tomorrow. I'll fight him, Wilder, all of them, one after the other.
Putting them on notice,
when I wake up, I will fight the next man. And then when I wake up again, I'll fight the man after that. I don't mind.
Yes.
So, Lucas Brown is the one that we're after right now.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of people online are talking about the likes of Danny Dubois. What's your thoughts on Dubois?
When I was 21 years old, he would have eaten me up, spat me out. He's an exceptional fighter. For 21 years old, is exceptional. I just think that if me and him fought, it would be like a father and his child playing. I would let him win the early rounds. He'd think he's winning. And I don't know what your dad was like with you, but yeah, mine would have gone bang, and I'd have been out. And that's what would happen. I would get to him, and I'm open to all fights. Put the money on the table, and I'm there. I'll fight anyone. I don't care.
Straight up. And listen, you're always exciting. You always come with a lot of passion, a lot of character, a lot of verve. So we're looking forward to Saturday night. Yeah?
I am as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. Good luck on Saturday, Dave. Nice to see you. Nice one, man. Love them shorts. Love them. Listen, That's why we absolutely love Dave. Because listen, he always comes with lots of character, lots of passion, lots of energy. And you know what I mean? You don't take life too seriously. Now, guys, I'm going to give you guys the odds for Saturday night. That's right, Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera, the main event out here in Newcastle. Newcastle's very own Lewis Ritson. Now, Lewis Ritson to win this fight is at 66 to 1. 66 to 1! Hey, listen. For Francesco Patera to win it, he's at 14 to 1. So that's a nice little bet there. If you're looking at Lewis Ritson, who I'm looking at, like I said, the best value in that is probably in round-to-round betting. You're wondering, Dave, have you got the odds for round-to-round betting? No, I don't right now, but don't worry. They might come at some stage. On top of that, a draw is at 33 to 1. Another fight we've got on the card here, Glenfoot versus Robbie Davies Jr, who's currently in the ring right now. Glenfoot is at 9 to 4. And Robbie is at 1 to 3 to win that one. A draw is at 20 to 1. Guys, keep it locked to the stream because we've got loads of exclusive content popping off, including a video with AJ and the one and only Mr. Eddie Hearn. Not only a video, but several parts to a video. In fact, I think we're just about to throw you guys to the first part of that video, yeah? Check this out right now.
Right, guys, you've known each other a while, since 2013 in fact, so you know each other well within the ring, but how much do you know about each other outside the ring? That is the question. The rules are very simple. I'm going to ask you a question. If you think the answer is AJ, you of course lift your AJ paddle. There it is.
Watch out for that. How do I look older than Eddie?
If you think it's Eddie...
The Botox is unbelievable.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Who is the funniest?
How long's the BT?
Oh, wow! AJ's the funniest!
You can't pick yourself.
Ain't that what this is about? I can't
I
think
know
about
you can, but he's like...
Eddie's just trying to be honest.
Right, okay, next question.
Eddie, why do you think he's the funniest?
He's funny. This is not...
I'm the life and soul of the party.
Yeah.
Even at your dad's birthday, I was on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah. Stayed for all of 45 minutes.
Right, this is a difficult one. Yeah. Who's the most intelligent? Oh.
Private school in that.
You didn't go to private school.
You did.
Yeah, I better say me, otherwise you might sack me.
AJ put it up ages ago, by the way. Right, here we go.
Be nice again, won't I?
Who would get furthest in Strictly? Who's the better dancer?
Do you know what?
Oh.
No, you know what?
I thought you might go for yourself there, Eddie.
No, I can move. Right?
You can move.
But I thought, we was out one night at a restaurant and AJ was walking down towards the dance floor and I thought, do you know what, right? He's world heavyweight champion. He's obviously an Adonis, right? He's got everything going for me. I know 1,000,000% he will not be able to dance. And he walks on there and he was like, he had the moves.
Throwing some
Yeah,
shapes.
but I'm underrated as a dancer. I would just like saying that, so.
Now listen, them guys are just absolute jokers. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you've ever been around Eddie Hearn and AJ together, listen, you'll be having a barrel of laughs all day, every day. Guys, I know what you guys were wondering. You was like, what, Dave, what, 66 to 1? Nah, mate, it ain't 66 to 1. It's 1 to 66. Just keeping you on your toes there, making sure you know what's going on there. It's 1 to 66, Lewis Ritson to win the fight against Francesco Patera. Of course, it's 1 to 66. He's overwhelming favorite. For Patera to win is 14 to 1. That's right. Now, reading you guys once again the fight schedule for Saturday night. It's an epic fight card we've got here. An epic fight card that Matchroom will put on alongside title sponsors William Hill. It's huge. Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera for the European Lightweight Championship. We've got Josh Buatsi. We're talking about Olympic Josh Buatsi versus Tony Avalon for the WBA International Light Heavyweight Championship. Dave Allen versus Samir Nebo. We just had some words with Dave Allen just a moment ago. Glenn Foot, who's currently in the ring right now. We're going to be having a one-on-one with the one and only Mr. Glenn Foot in just a moment versus Mr. Robbie Davies Jr. Anthony Fowler is in attendance as well today. Listen, it's all happening. It's all popping up here today. But I'm going to let you guys know what's going on in the ring. Right now in the ring, as you can see right behind me, Glenn Foot's being put through his paces by his trainer. Out here in the Metro Centre in Newcastle, it's all happening. It's absolutely all. Listen, we're so close, I can feel the sweat of Mr. Glenn Foot's brow. I'm telling you, mate. Just slap the back of my neck. Like I said, usually you'll find my partner in crime here, Mr. Gareth A. Davis. But like I said to you guys, if you're just joining the stream here wondering, how come Dave's out here just chilling on his own and there's a gap, a gaping space right next to Dave? Listen, I'll tell you why. The reason why there's a gaping space behind me, right beside me, is because Mr. Gareth A. Davis is out there in Las Vegas.
Now, Glenn, it's a British and Commonwealth title on the line, super lightweight. Robbie Davies Jr. in the opposing corner. This is worthy. The top of the bill in every city in the country. It's that good a fight. How do you see it all going from your point of view?
Listen, that British fans not leaving the North East. Coming back to Molly Cox where I'm from. Robbie Davies Jr. losing the hardest fight of his life on Saturday.
You're still dancing while the music's on. Well, Glenn, a big opportunity as well. You get past Robbie Davies Jr., you've got the British and Commonwealth belts. What does that mean and where do you go from there?
Well, listen, this is just the start of Glenn Foot. He's had a good 12-week training camp, and you believe me, I'm ready to go. Had me check weight today, made the weight already, so everything's went to plan, and Robbie Davies Jr. is going to be in for the hardest fight of his life, like I've already said.
It's going to be a big night at the arena as well, 9,000 packed in there. Lewis Ritson's the main event, but the atmosphere is going to be something else. How much are you looking forward to that?
Just can't wait. Just all these North East lads will all keep winning, and Eddie will keep coming up with all these big shows.
Big opportunity for the North East. Ladies and gents, Glenn Foot.
Cheeky Sport Dave here with the one and only Mr. Glenn Foot. Glenn, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going great, mate.
Yeah? How was that? How was that in there?
Well, it's a nice bit of warm up, just flowing through the motions.
I was telling them at home that, listen, I'm so close here, I can feel the sweat off your brow on the back of my neck.
Yeah, well, I just wish it was Saturday and now ready to go.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, for those that don't know, I'm sure they all know, I'm here with the defending Commonwealth champion, Mr. Glenn Foot. Now, your fight against Robbie Davies Jr. is arguably the fight of the night. It can be argued as the fight of the night, to be honest with you. What kind of challenge do you expect on Saturday night?
Knowing what's happened as before, if you have a look at my career compared to Robbie Davies Jr.'s, totally different levels.
Yeah?
He's had 14 fights, he's had 16 fights, boxed 14 bums. He had one step up and he was on his back himself, so once you've been down, you'll always go down, and he'll be down Saturday night.
Tell him! Listen, he ain't holding no punches here. Shooting from the hip. Tell him. I love it. I love it. Now, as a Macam, what would it be like fighting in front of 8,000 screaming Geordies?
Yeah, it's an unbelievable crowd. I'm a Macam. I've got my support, and the Geordie support behind me back as well.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, I've read recently about you falling back in love with the sport. Can you tell me about how you nearly gave up the sport to where you are now?
Well, I've had a lot of disappointment in my career. I think twice I was fighting for the British, and I'm there right away in the pull-out. And I just got disheartened and just lost a bit of interest. Now I've got the Commonwealth belt. I've had a good 12 training week. Instead of run on the treadmill now, trying to get off a stone off, I'm on the weight now, so I've done it properly for a change.
Absolutely. So the treadmill, you ain't feeling the treadmill work. It's the gym work you enjoy more.
Well, I've done me running, so I haven't got to go on the treadmill. So the easy work's done.
Absolutely, absolutely. How about the title fight, the main fight on Saturday night? How do you think that's going to go?
Yeah, Lewis Ritson will win.
All day.
He might have him 5 or 6 rounds and have him out.
Absolutely. Listen.
He likes getting them out early.
He does it. He does. The Sandman, the old Sandman. Yeah. And listen, it's awesome, Glenn. Listen, good luck on Saturday night.
Cheers,
you know what I mean?
You ready to go?
Most definitely. Look at the chin. such a gent, and you could see, you could smell the confidence of him, the confidence, even though his opponent's in the ring right now, working it out. He don't care, he said he's going out. Once he's been down, he's always going down. So I'm gonna give you guys the odds on that right now. Listen, it is going to be an absolutely huge fight. And this fight could actually steal the night. It literally has all that it takes to steal the night. Glenn Foot is at 9-4 to win. 9-4. After hearing what he just said down, I'll be throwing down a couple coins. I'll be throwing down a couple coins on that. 9-4 to win. Robbie Davies Jr. is at 1-3. Doing his stretches right now in the ring. Getting them shoulders nice and warm, nice and ready. A draw is at 20-1, which means a draw isn't that far off the cards. Absolutely not that far off the cards at all. Now, guys, just to let you guys know, obviously, for those who are just joining the stream live here, we're in the Into Centre, the Metro Centre here in Newcastle for the Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera fight. It's going to be absolutely huge. There's loads and loads of fighters on this card. Matchroom ain't playing no games with this card. This fight card is jam-packed, action-packed. We've got Josh Buatsi on the card versus Tony Avalon. We've got Dave Allen. We just spoke to the White Rhino a while ago. He is fighting Mr. Samir Nebo. We've got Glenn Foot, who we just spoke to just now, fighting Robbie Davies Jr., who's currently in the ring right now. Anthony Fowler's on the card. Simon Valili's on the card. Hosea Burton's on the card. Thomas Patrick Ward's on the card. Listen, it's about value for money. And when there's an action-packed card like that, you know there's some action-packed betting going on as well, innit? So you guys enjoy yourselves with that. We've also got some special stuff for you during this live stream. That's right, we've got a one-on-one with Eddie Hearn, AJ, and the one and only William Hill ambassador, Miss Kirsty Gallagher. That's right, we've got a 7-part, I believe it is. Listen, in fact, it's a 5-part. We've cut it even finer for you. It's a 5-part. Part 1 was on this a little while ago. Part 2 is coming up pretty much shortly. Listen, and like I said before, for those of you that have seen these streams before and wondering where Mr. Gareth A. Davis is, listen, he's out there sunning it up in Las Vegas, enjoying himself, having a good time, pool party lifestyle, while we're here in the Metro Centre for a live public workout. Now, the Geordie faithful is out here in their numbers. The fighters are here. Every single fighter on that card is going to be out here training, out here. Mr. Josh Buatsi is coming out shortly as well. My personal favourite, one of my guys from South London, South London's finest. Do you know what I mean? Some of them are going to get a nosebleed being this far up north. But the weather was blessed today. It's a nice, beautiful day today. Obviously, we're inside, but it's been a beautiful day up here in the northeast. It's been absolutely fantastic. But guys, just to let you guys know the odds of the main fight. We have Lewis Ritson at 1-66. 1-66! 1-66 versus Francesco Patera. Francesco Patera is at 14-1 to win the bout. The draw is at 33-1. Like I said, the most value on that fight, if you want to bet on Mr. Lewis Ritson, is round by round betting. Get involved in a couple round by round bets, you know what I mean? Enjoy yourself, see what it looks like, you know what I mean? Mr. Glenn Foot a while ago just said he's going to go for a round 5, round 6 on that Ritson fight, to be honest with you. Because listen, we know the Sandman likes to put him away early. I can't see it going the distance. I see it being ended by a stoppage. And that's just me. I ain't giving you no tips here. I'm saying that's just me. That's exactly how I consider it going. It's an absolutely electric night here in Newcastle. It's going to get even more electric as the public workouts heat up and Lewis Ritson gets ready to come out in that very ring. Now, Mr. Ritson is a character himself, a Geordie lad, do you know what I mean? From these parts, passionate, die-hard Geordie lad, you know what I mean? Supporter of Newcastle United Football Club. I'm a supporter of United as well, but the other side of United that beat Newcastle on the weekend. That's right, Manchester United, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say that too loud because we've got Geordies all around me, you know? Definitely got to keep that one down. We're going to be having a one-on-one with Robbie Davies Jr. as soon as he's done shadow boxing out there in the ring. In fact, let's switch to the ring right now so you guys can see what's actually going on in the ring. I know you're not here just to see my beautiful face. You're here to see what's going on in the ring. So I'm going to let you guys see what's popping off in the ring.
vast majority of the crowd are going to be all for Glenn Foot.
The grey
You
one.
don't look too bothered about that. What's going to happen in your opinion on Saturday night?
The grey one on the right goes down.
Don't think it's going to be as hostile as people think because of the support we get from the North East as well as Liverpool. Obviously, the more support the better for both of us. It makes for a great atmosphere. And I've trained extremely hard. I've done my preparations, been unbelievable. And I just can't wait for Saturday night. And no matter what way I win, I just know I'm coming out with the victorious with those belts.
He accepts that you are a very skilled fighter, but you won't have fought anyone like him. And when you do come against him, obviously, he'll be the man with the hand raised. You would expect him to say that, but it is a great fight. And how do you negate the aggression and the fitness of a Glenn Foot?
Well, my last opponent was similar, very aggressive, an Olympian, come forward, very strong. It's similar stature. Obviously, I think Glenn's slightly more aggressive, not as big, so faster. So our preparation's been great. We've brought in some great sparring, someone to try and emulate the same sort of style that Glenn's going to bring on the fight. You can never obviously get exactly the same, but you get as best as you can. And I'm just raring to go now. Even when I'm doing this, then my coach is saying to me, "Calm down, will you? It's only an open workout." I'm like, all right.
Well, we look forward to it Saturday night at the arena. Remember, there are just a final few tickets remaining if everyone hasn't got their ticket. Robbie Davies Jr, thanks very much. Still to come in the ring tonight, Lewis Ritson, Francesco Patera. Of course, they fight for the European title on Saturday night. And just in a few minutes' time, Joshua Buatsi, going great guns in the light heavyweight division. Olympian, of course, he will be in the ring.
Guys, I'm joined here by Mr. Robbie Davies Jr. Robbie, seen you in there. How's it going?
I'm good, thank you. Just raring to go now, like I was just saying there. Coach was saying to me, even on that little bit of shadow boxing, it's only an open workout, calm down. I was like, all right. I just can't wait to go.
How long has training camp been this time around?
It's probably been a little bit longer than expected because I was hoping to fight around maybe August, September time. And then obviously the contract and this big fight and everything came through with Matchroom, and they said, but the fight's going to be put back to October. So what I've done is just like tapered off a little bit, waited till the fight got a bit closer, and then pushed it back on again. And it's ended up putting me in better stead, and I'm in better shape than ever.
Absolutely. Now, I was going to say you're in absolutely fantastic shape. I've seen on Twitter, you know what I mean, that you've got a personal trainer now. How's that been helping you out?
Start my new calendar. No, I've always had a nutritionist, but I always feel that every person's body is different. So as the camps have gone on, we've tweaked little things, and I just feel like this camp has been the best one, what we've done.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, you're the challenger on Saturday night. Rocky used to always say in the movies that as a challenger, you need to go against the body, against the champion. Is that what you intend to do on Saturday?
Do you know what? I'm a bag of tricks every time I fight.
Bag of tricks?
Every time I fight, I change my game to whatever the opponent brings. So it depends how Glenn approaches the fight, and that'll depend on how I'm going to fight on the night.
Absolutely. What kind of fight are you expecting from Glenn on Saturday then?
He's going to throw the kitchen sink at me. not more or less. He's just going to come out swinging. So I've just got to be prepared for it, and I'm prepared to the best I can be.
Absolutely. Now, Glenn said, you know what I mean, there's a chance that, he might get you down.
Well, every single opponent I've fought has touched the canvas in 17 fights, and I never go looking for it. So if he's going off who's the puncher in the ring, it's definitely me.
I like it. So should you beat Glenn on Saturday night, where do you see Robbie Davies going in 2019?
McDonald's.
How long has it been since the last McDonald's?
You know what? Since last July, when I took my first loss, my mind has been a completely different thing. And I had one fight, and then I had like 2 weeks off, and then I was back on it, and then the same again. And I just haven't been able to switch off for nearly a year now. And I just feel after this fight, it's going to be time when my body just needs a time to rest.
Absolutely. So you're gonna go in and chill for a little bit before getting back in 2019.
Unless Eddie comes up with something better.
You know Eddie always comes.
Yeah.
He always does.
Yeah, the only thing better than rest for me is being in that ring.
Absolutely. Listen, good luck on Saturday night. We're behind you.
It. Thank you. Thank you.
Listen. What a consummate. Listen. Thank you. Listen, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic fight on Saturday night. I'm gonna hit you guys up with the odds in just a second. Let me get these odds loaded up for you guys. Listen, it's gonna be an absolutely incredible fight. Whilst I'm talking about those odds and getting the odds loaded up, in the ring, my guy, the one and only Mr. Josh Buatsi from South London, South London's finest, Croydon's very own. You see what I'm saying? That's my Don Dada, that's my G. My Ghanaian brother, Mr. Josh Buatsi, is in the ring right now, getting strapped up, getting them gloves on, getting ready to go into beast mode. You know what I mean? One thing that I love about Mr. Josh Buatsi is he never gets a trim before a fight until the day of the fight. Then he comes out, in his own words, as Mr. Steal Your Girl. You know what I mean? So ladies, beware. It's going to be happening. Buatsi's going to be on the ready on Saturday night. Let you guys know real quick what the fight schedule is. Fight schedule for Saturday is Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera. The main fight, Lewis Ritson, here in Newcastle, in his hometown, fighting in front of the Geordie faithful. Now, I'm going for winning that fight for Lewis Ritson, win by knockout. Josh Buatsi, who's currently in the ring now, working the pads right now, he's going against Tony Avalant. In fact, enough of my talking. Let's see what's happening right now in the ring with Josh Buatsi. So that's Josh Buatsi in the ring, but you know who Josh Buatsi is very, very good friends with? Mr. Anthony Joshua, that's right. AJ has had a special piece with Eddie Hearn. Now, Eddie Hearn and AJ, yeah, if you see these two together, listen, they are absolutely hilarious. We showed part one just a little while ago. Here's part two of AJ and Eddie Hearn, Mr. and Mrs.
Next question. Who's the better cook? I want to know this.
Who's the better cook? I'll probably have to go with Eddie.
Yeah, I like to cook.
You like to cook?
I like to cook.
AJ, what's his cooking really like?
You know what? Eddie always takes us out for meals, but I can cook some cereal. That's my dish.
Mate, every time, look on his Instagram, he's got food made for him every second of the day.
That's my biggest downfall.
Yeah.
I can't
So
cook.
Eddie's a good cook.
Yes.
Excellent.
Thank you. I know I'd win one.
Who has
The
the
one
best?
that no one's interested in.
Who has the best music taste?
100%.
Why do you say that?
I just love music.
The amount of times I've gone to him, AJ, I've got this ring walk. for
You
you,
lie.
right?
I pick all my ring walk.
You know, wait, right? And he's like, yeah, Ed, thanks a lot, mate. I really appreciate that. You've chose my ring walk tune. Okay, this is going to be unbelievable. And then we get ready to ring walk, and it's a completely different song.
different
He doesn't even listen. He just says, yeah, and then just gives them another song. So no, I'll go with him anyway.
So AJ wins that one.
Yeah.
Who'd be most likely to have plastic surgery?
But
You know
look,
what, right?
but
I'm
look
scared
at
to
this.
ask
Look,
this.
I'll
probably
tell you
me.
something now. I'll tell you something
Because
now,
of your
right?
job.
No.
Look at me compared to Eddie.
Yeah.
I'm like, what, 10 years younger? How do I look older than him?
No.
I'm baffled.
Tell us
right?
your secret, Eddie.
No, there's no. I would like to confirm. I've had no hair transplant yet, no Botox yet. But I would also like to say this geezer looks 60, right? And this geezer looks 25.
I love this.
I'm actually
But he
baffled
does
by
get
that.
punched for a living. And I'll sit at a desk. So that's what happens to young fighters out there tuning in.
Choose what you want to do in life.
Do you want to be a promoter or a fighter? That's up to you.
So Eddie wins that one then, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
okay.
Now look, I told you guys I ain't gonna lead you guys astray with that. I told you it's hilarious stuff. And don't worry, we've got 3 more parts of that to go before this live stream ends. Listen, right now in the ring is the one and only Mr. Josh Buatsi. For those of you that are just joining us, we're in the Metro Centre here in Newcastle. It's popping off, it's all happening because this is the public workout for the huge fight card that's happening on Saturday night. That's right, Lewis Ritson versus Francesco Patera. Huge fight here happening. Huge fight happening for the locals of the Northeast. That's right, Lewis Ritson from Newcastle himself, a Newcastle United fan, has generated this massive, huge card. Obviously, Eddie Hearn doing what Eddie Hearn does. You know what I mean? Makes huge fights, big fights, not only big fights in arenas and stadiums, but also fights in local places for people like you and me to come and enjoy. So it's going to be a huge, massive fight on Saturday night. Just to let you guys know what the odds are for that main fight. Lewis Ritson versus Patera is 1-66. 1-66. That is an overwhelming, unbelievable favourite in this, 1-66. And then you also have Francesco Patera as a 14-1 in that as well. A draw for that fight is at 33-1, which means this is looking likely, highly likely, that it's going to be a win. Josh Buatsi is about to have a couple of words right now in the ring, and we're going to go to that.
in Newcastle this Saturday night. Firstly, Josh, what do you expect from what will be a very lively Newcastle 9,000 crowd?
That's all I've been told, the atmosphere, the people from Newcastle. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to embrace it. It's a great turnout today. People have come out to watch, so all I can do is just put in a performance for the people.
Now, again, it's fairly early in your career. This will be your 8th fight. Everything's gone your way. 5 knockouts in those 7 victories. What is the plan for you now? This light heavyweight division is very, very lively looking, isn't it, in the UK and beyond?
To be fair, when people ask me what's your plans, what's your goal, what's your aim, what's your dream, my aim, my dream, my target is to win my next fight. Saturday is the only goal I've got in this life right now. So I'll get Saturday out of the way, then I might have more answers. But right now, my only goal is Saturday.
You can sit back and enjoy what should be a great, well, a couple of fights as well. I mean, obviously the main event, though, Ritson and Patera. Looking forward to that one?
Absolutely. I took my time to go into Google to find out what the Sandman means, and I found out it's someone that puts people to sleep. He does that very well, so I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to seeing you in action as well, in the Northeast, right here. Joshua Buatsi.
With the one and only Mr. Josh Buatsi.
What's happening?
South London's listen, you got to keep it down out here, you know what I mean? Obviously, we're out here in the north.
Outnumbered. But we're coming here to do a job, man. It's good to see you. No Gareth today.
No, listen, Gareth is watching. He's watching.
Okay,
yeah,
Gareth, if you're watching, you're missed, man. You're missed. we need you to defend us. We're totally outnumbered. But the people here are nice. They're embracing us, so it's all good, man.
Absolutely. I was telling the people on the stream earlier on that Gareth is out in Vegas. He ain't. He's in New York. He sent me a message. He sent me a little WhatsApp while we were live, saying he's out there in New York.
Okay, big up. He's enjoying it out there. We're out here. The weather's not bad. I thought it would be colder up north, but it's not. I'm enjoying it. So far, so good.
Absolutely. That's going to be one of my first questions, actually. You know what I mean? How has the weather been? How long have you been up in Newcastle? Obviously today, it's a bit of a scorcher.
It is. It's absolutely hot. But you know what it is? I came up here like a few hours ago. I brought the sun from London. The sun followed me all the way here. So hopefully it will be a sunny weekend. And again, it's all about Saturday. That's the performance. That's what everyone's waiting for. So all my target, my aim, all my thoughts is towards Saturday.
Absolutely. Now you're fighting Tony Avalon on the weekend. Yeah. He's a wily veteran.
Yeah.
Who recently went like 7 rounds with Anthony Yard. Obviously, I'm sure you'll know a lot about that one there. What are you expecting on Saturday night from him?
Someone who's going to come to win. You know, if he's lost to a brick before, he's going to come back and think, actually, this is my revenge. This is a second chance. So I'm expecting a game opponent, someone with ambition, someone's going to come and try, but we step in the ring and that's when the talking is done. So I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of Yard, there's been a lot of talk about a fight next year. Frank Warren has said he's not willing to make that fight. He said Hosea Burton next. He said you, Hosea Burton next. What do you think of that?
I'll say Eddie's my promoter, not Warren. So
tell him.
You know what I mean? Eddie's going to make those moves, not Warren. It's an external opinion, which doesn't matter to me. If the fight happens, it happens. I'll be ready. I'm sure he'll be ready. So whenever it happens, it happens.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. And how far do you think you're off fighting for a European and world title?
Again, time predictions in the professional game for me is very difficult because I've never been a pro before. So it's quite hard to say, but I feel I'm moving the right way. I feel I'm moving at the right pace. The opponents, they'll get tougher, but I'll raise my game. It's my job to do that. So whenever it presents itself, I have to take it and I will take it.
Absolutely. And obviously, Ritson, main card today. Main card on Saturday night.
Yeah.
What's your predictions on that fight?
Like I said in there, I've done my research. The Sandman is such a unique nickname, you know, but it means he puts people to sleep. It's very hard, and if you don't know what hard means it's good. So we're just using we're bringing the South London slang to Newcastle. But the Sandman, he puts people to sleep, so I'm expecting him to do that, to be fair. He's also a good boxer, Dave. That's what people don't realize about him. He's also a good boxer, a good pressure fighter. So after I win, I'll be there watching. Absolutely,
without a shadow of a doubt. Now, you mentioned about the fact that he's got a nickname. You ain't quite got a nickname yet.
I don't have one. So if you're watching, if you're tuning in, please leave your comments under. Think of something good for me. And if it's good, you never know. I might use that one. But let it reflect my fighting style or my personality. Let it reflect something about me.
Absolutely.
And nothing bait. Nothing like the bomber. the Beast, nothing like that. We want good nicknames out here, unique nicknames.
Be creative, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was gonna say, because we got a couple here that people that you know what I mean, that people have thrown in as well.
For sure.
We got one, Joshua the Bullet Buatsi.
I like that, the Bullet. I like that, but I think the Bullet. We've all heard the Bullet. And you know what? I know an amateur boxer called Sam the Bullet Bowen. Sam, you probably think I don't know you, but I know you. I heard about you.
Listen, this is a student of the game, you know. He knows. All right, cool. And obviously one that you kicked to the curb before I even mentioned it, the Beast.
Nah. Everyone says they're a beast. Like I said, I'm outside the ring now, so no beast mode. When you get in the ring, you do what beasts do. But I don't want that nickname now.
Absolutely. We got the Ghanaian Ghost.
Oh. I ain't never heard of that one. I like that. Double G, not triple G. I like that.
Double G, the Guardian Ghost.
I'm going to consider that.
Strong. The Bronze Adonis.
Who's Adonis?
Adonis is like a Greek.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm going to remove the word bronze. I'm not feeling that one. I'll tell you why, because bronze is third place, fourth place. I want gold, man. So, but I like that. Creative people.
You know what I mean? And obviously, Gold Coast, Ghana.
The motherland. I can't deny that.
It's got to reflect that.
I can't deny that.
And then we've also got Mr. Armageddon.
Ooh. He thought one at you.
Hey, that's strong, isn't it?
I like that. Mr. Armageddon. I'm going to consider that too. There's a few for me to consider now, but people, throw more out there. There's more names out there. I just can't think of it, so I'm relying on you to put it out there.
Absolutely. Now, talking about Saturday night, obviously I know you there's never a time Josh comes out saying, listen, I'm knocking him out, cuz. Nah, you're never going to hear that from Josh. But how do you think it's going to go? If it could go your way, how would it go?
It will be a dominant performance. I said I've got someone ambitious. He's going to try, so that makes it that's the recipe for a good fight. As long as both men are trying to win, it's a recipe for a good fight. So again, it'll be a good fight, a good performance. Make the weight, and then I'm ready to go.
Absolutely, Josh. As always, a pleasure. Saturday night, we'll enjoy it, man.
If you get jumped in Newcastle, your South London man is right here. Give me a call.
Hey, I'll dial you in straight. I'll dial you straight in.
Give me a call. But the people are nice. I got to give them that. They're nice people, man.
Absolutely, Josh. The most amount of love, bro. I'll speak to you soon, Joshua. Much love. Listen, we love Joshua. We absolutely love Joshua. Now, obviously, we've been out here talking, having a good time, enjoying ourselves. And you guys are probably wondering what the heck's going on in the ring. What's going on in the ring? Who's in the ring in the Inter Milan shirt? Who's out there dancing the dance in the Milan? Listen, we're going to switch to the ring so you guys can see for yourselves. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering, listen, Dave, where is AJ and Anthony Joshua, Mr. and Mrs. Part 3? I know you're wondering. You're thinking, Dave, you got me holding on, waiting for... Listen, don't worry. It's coming up right now. AJ, Eddie Hearn, Mr. and Mrs. Part 3. You don't want to miss it.
Who would win I'm a Celebrity?
Eddie would definitely.
Do you think so?
Why?
Yeah, just the banter. He's just got that. He's sharp. He's got the banter.
Yeah, I'll probably go for me because he'd get bored. He wouldn't be able to eat anything. After about a day, he'd just phone Andy
The
Bell and
bugs
take
and
it.
I'll be on the phone to Mark Ellison every day. Can I eat that, Mark? Can I eat this, Mark?
Oh my God. Right, who is more fun on a night out? I've got a little idea who might be, after what we asked earlier.
On a night out?
I would actually say AJ now. Yeah. I would say that. Like 10 years ago, he couldn't lace my boots. But now, I'm so boring on a night out. It gets like midnight.
He's like, you want to shoot off?
Yeah, I know. We do like a team meet once a year or something after a fight. Twice a year. And it's like, this is the big one. Team celebration. It gets about 11:30. I go, right, mate, I'm going to shoot off.
Try and shoot off quietly.
So AJ.
Okay, AJ wins that one. Right, who would be a better Prime Minister? It's a difficult one, I think.
A better Prime Minister? Do you know what, though?
Eddie?
I don't know. I'm going to put
I'll
Eddie.
say me, right?
Go on.
Why?
Because I just think I've got more patience. Like, I think, I think I'd be a stayer. I think if it was a 1-year term, AJ, but I think he might get a little bit bored.
Nah, mate.
I'll tell you what.
I'm for the people. I represent the people. I know what it's like to come from the
It's not an
bottom.
electoral campaign.
Eddie would be one of them corrupt leaders.
Oh my goodness.
you know when he's driving a banger in the public, but they catch him driving a big roller. Someone catches him on Snapchat.
Bring the Astra around. Or bring the bike. I'm going to cycle to work today and then dump it around the corner and jump in an Uber.
That's Eddie.
So Eddie's Prime Minister.
Yeah, but I think
depends what you want.
the mixture would be good because he's got the popularity and I've got the ability to manipulate.
Yeah, so shared leadership.
So I bet
Share
they've
the
got the
leadership.
ability.
All right, guys, right here, right now, we're back with the one and only Mr. Francesco Patera. We got an interview right now that's happening, but I'm going to tell you guys a quick piece about this. Obviously, I know people are watching this all over the place. People are watching this on William Hill's Facebook page. People are watching this currently live and direct on IFL TV. And for those also watching on Seconds Out, my name's Cheeky Sport Dave. Obviously, we're here now live and direct at the Metro Centre in Newcastle ahead of the Lewis Ritson, Francesco Patera super fight that's happening on Saturday night. That's right, full of 9,000 people. That's right, I'm gonna let you guys know what the odds are on this fight. Listen, we've got Patera right there, right behind me. But I'm gonna tell him what his odds are. Mate, you're what? Listen, Ritson's 1-66 to win this bad boy. 1-66? You know what I'm saying? Listen, those odds, unbelievable. The Sandman himself, 1-66. Patera to win this fight is 14-1, and the fight to go to a draw is 33-1. Ritson is right to my side right now. He's going to be coming on as well. We're going to have a one-on-one with him as well. Mr. Patera, when he finishes from the ring, we're going to have a one-on-one with him as well. Listen, it's been an absolutely amazing night here in Newcastle. But guys, listen, I'm telling you, this fight is going to be huge. It's absolutely going to be a fight full of energy, excitement, verve, passion. And I'm going to grab Francesco right now. Francesco, how's it going?
Great.
Yeah, you feeling good?
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, I see you out there. You working yourself out?
Yeah, I feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Now, you came out here in the AC Milan shirt. Inter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Inter Milan.
Inter Milan.
I see you. Are you trolling England in this shirt?
No, maybe Tottenham a bit.
Lewis Ritson. Maybe Tottenham a bit, yeah?
Tottenham a bit. That's cool.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, obviously, Ivan Perisic played against England as well.
Yeah.
Top player.
Great player.
Fantastic player.
Yeah, really
how do you compare to Mr. Perisic? He's a footballer, you're a boxer, but how would you compare to him?
Warrior spirit.
Tell him.
Fast.
Tell him.
Great technical. And he plays for Inter, so he's great.
Now, why Inter and not AC?
I was for Inter when I was a kid, so
always
just Inter, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, this isn't your first visit to England, is it?
No, first time was in Liverpool against Sean Dodd.
Absolutely. How did that fight play out?
I lost split decision. I thought I won, but you know, it is what it is.
It was. You weren't the only one that thought you won. A lot of people thought that you had won that fight. To be honest with you, it was a very, very, very close contest. But how do you think the experience of fighting in England before is going to help you this time at Newcastle on Saturday?
Yeah, it really helped me. That fight made me a step bigger because a couple months later I became European champion. I was 10 times better than I was in Liverpool, so I really learned from the fight. So I'm happy that I fought here.
Absolutely. Now, you haven't fought in Newcastle before. This crowd is going to be absolutely crazy, especially because you're fighting a local lad, you know what I mean, a true Geordie, you know what I mean, Mr. Lewis Ritson. How much, what do you know about him?
No, I saw him fight already a year ago when he fought against Barrett, I think. I know he's a good fighter. He comes forward with warrior spirit, but I know I can beat him.
You know, he said, I know I can. You see what I'm saying? Not even I think I can. You know you can.
Yeah, I know I can.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. Absolutely. Now, he hasn't gone the full 12 rounds. Do you think you can bring him the distance?
Absolutely.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Absolutely. Do you think it's gonna go the long way?
We'll see. I can stop him too.
Woo-hoo! Anything can happen. Anything can happen in this fight. Now, you're from Belgium and you've got an Italian name. Yeah. So who do you support when Belgium play Italy in football?
I gotta be honest, I support Italy.
Hey!
It's in my blood. But Belgium is a great squad right now.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, Francesco, grazie and merci.
Grazie.
Thank you. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Listen, it's going to be a fight and a half. Like I told you already, 14-1 he is. 14-1. But Lewis Ritson in the ring right now is 1-66 to win. Listen, 1-66. You know, sometimes you got to keep it quite down because you got a professional boxer over there. It can be a bit mad. Do you know what I mean? But those are the odds. Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Those are the odds. Don't shoot them. Guys, let us know in the comments as well what you guys think about the odds of that fight. Let us know as well what you guys think, how you think the fight's going to go. Is it going to go the distance, like he says? Is it going to be a knockout? And if it's going to be a knockout, what round's it going? That's enough of me talking. You want to see the main man himself, Mr. Lewis Ritson, so we're going to go to the ring. I know watching the stream, we've got loads of devout boxing enthusiasts, but we also got some people that, you know what I mean, some of us have just stepped into boxing, don't know too much about it, about these fighters on this card today. So I'm gonna let you guys know a little bit about Mr. Ritson, Lewis Davies Ritson. 25 years old, is a British boxing professional. He's currently British lightweight champion, having won the title in October 2017. He first started boxing at the age of 8. Look at the techers. Look at the skill. Look. He's ready. Let's show it. Look, he's ready to fight on the inside. He's ready to fight close. He's a fantastic, exciting, explosive fighter. Very, very explosive fighter. As Josh Buatsi put earlier, the Sandman, ready to put people to sleep at a second's notice. In fact, there ain't no notice. Just puts people to sleep just like that. Absolutely fantastic fighter. And a great amateur too. 97 amateur fights in total. And he was also an ABA Seniors finalist. Top, amazing fighter here, exciting. And who's gonna have the entire Newcastle faithful with him on Saturday night. Now, he's a Newcastle United fan, so for those of you that are out here supporting Sunderland and that, sorry, you know what I mean? But he does fight for the whole of Newcastle. Even today, he's wearing his black and white. He's wearing his colours. He's wearing his colours out here. But we got his manager's also a Sunderland fan actually. Let you know that. But I'm telling you, he's a pride of all of Newcastle, the pride of all of the Northeast. A passionate fighter, a fighter who is extremely full of character, has got life, verve, and his fights are always exciting. So it's going to be an absolutely exciting fight on Saturday night. I'll let you guys know a little bit more about the odds as well. He is 1-66, overwhelming favourite to win this fight on Saturday night. 1-66. You guys understand what I'm saying here? 1-66, absolutely overwhelming. Listen, right here with me as well, I've also got Lewis's manager himself. He's currently running the Facebook live stream right now. He had me on the live stream right now. How's it going? How you doing? You filming me? I'm filming you. How's it going?
All right, son. Looking forward to.
Looking forward to Saturday night.
Yeah, I've got two lads. Foot in there, Lewis. Two lads on.
Oh, okay, fantastic.
Son of Newcastle.
Son of Newcastle. You know what I mean? Angel of the North.
Sunderland and Newcastle.
All right.
I'm
Sunderland. You're Sunderland.
I am Sunderland.
Oh, mate.
Aye.
I was gonna say sorry about that, but Newcastle aren't doing too good themselves, are they?
No. Sunderland flying.
Sunderland are flying.
Like our Lewis, aye, flying.
Absolutely.
Now it's going to be rocking on Saturday. Rocking. 9,000 tickets gone.
9,000 tickets sold. What is it about Lewis that attracts people?
Do you know what is with Lewis? He's that laid back. He's too laid back, he'll fall over. Honestly, he's so laid back. He's a people's man. He's not a big age. He's a people's man. Everybody loves him. Such a nice lad. Got time for everybody, you know. And it's just, he was selling tickets on my ticket shows 14 months ago on ticket deals, and we've just getting them. You know, so he's right, aye.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Top man, he's a lovely lad as well, lovely lad. And his dad. His dad's a lovely lad. Davey, come here.
Davy's in there.
Davey, aye, this is Lewis's dad. Davey, aye, he's
how's it going, David Ritson?
Going well, going very well.
He's a bit of a celebrity now, like Davey, like, since he's been took the limelight off me. How would Davey like? Bit of a celebrity now, like.
Fantastic.
You know? Aye, he used to work for me. I work for him now.
All right. the roles have changed. Now, David, when did you know Lewis was going to be a boxer?
When he was 8 years old.
Absolutely. And what? I mean, did you just take him to the gym?
I've got my own gym. Well, I still have got an amateur gym. I've had it this one 20 years.
But you used to take up shoplifting as well, didn't you?
Yeah. So he was at the gym. His first year, he had 10 fights. Was a North-East champion. Second year, had 10 fights. Was a North-East champion. Third year, had 10 fights. So by the time he was 12, 13, he was a 35 bouter then. Then he's had 97 amateur fights. Box for England.
Incredible. Lewis is exactly like his dad, because if his dad was any more laid back, he'd fall over as well. So they both them fell over, and they had to pick them up because of that laid back to them. You know what I mean? Too laid back. And they're not like father and son, the best of mates as well. You know what I mean? So good lads.
Absolutely. Well, listen, good luck to him on Saturday night. I'm sure he's going to blow him out.
By the way, this time next year, he'll be on Come Dancing or something, like. He'll be on Come Dancing.
Absolutely. Now, guys, we've got an interview going on right now, so we're going to plug in with that.
Last time, hopefully we'll get more of that, and he'll feel that pressure, and he'll come on and he'll have a fight, and we think we can stop him.
You mentioned pressure. Is there any on you now? Because everyone expects you to just blast through people. It's been an incredible year for you, but do you feel that? Anything extra now?
No, no pressure, just points are knockout. We're happy with the win. Doesn't really matter how it comes. You know, it doesn't matter if I win by points or knockout. I know the Newcastle fans and the supporters are still going to be back, and you know, if Eddie Hearn comes back next year, then I know that these will fill the arena again for us.
It's going to be a special night. Plenty of fans here tonight. It's going to be buzzing on Saturday night as well. A big night in the North East. Ladies and gents, the Sandman, Lewis Ritson.
Thank you, Chaz.
Ladies and gents, that wraps up the public workout. Of course, the final, well, very limited tickets remaining if you haven't got one already. Matchroom.com or at Metro Arena. Thank you for your attendance. A big fight night. Lewis Ritson, Francesco Patera on Saturday night, and a stacked undercard of North East talent. Thank you and safe journey home.
Cheeky Sport Dave here, joined by the one and only Mr. Lewis Ritson. Lewis, how's it going?
No man, all good. All boxes ticked. Just ready to go on Saturday now.
Absolutely. How was that in there?
It's all right. Just getting a few cobwebs off it. You know, I feel a bit sorry for the fans because they come down and watch and not much happens. You know, you just tap the pads and all that. But hopefully, come Saturday night, we'll have a good explosive performance for them.
Absolutely. Now, you're one of the most exciting fighters in British boxing. Obviously, you're fighting Mr. Francesco Patera. Do you know much about him?
No, I honestly, no disrespect to him. I haven't watched any of him or any of my opponents previous. Just my team gives us the game plan. I'll go in, and that's what I need to do.
Absolutely. Now, he only has a 32% knockout rate. Does that mean you're going to march him down and go for a KO?
I do that with all my opponents, so I do that with everybody. It doesn't matter with the KO ratio. So no, that'll be the game plan. I think he knows that as well. You know, he would have watched previous fights. He said he has. He knows I like to come forward with him with a tight guard and to deliver hurtful punches. So we know he's going to be up for that, and it's just our game to make sure we can open up and give him and land them shots. Without a shadow of a doubt. Now, like I said, you're one of the most exciting fighters. Listen, I love watching you. You're one of the most exciting fighters, explosive. Where do you get your fighting style from? Do you know what it is? It's just the style I like. You know, like people have got different opinions. My style of boxing is it's a fighting man's sport. You come in there to fight. That's what I like to do. That's what I think boxing's all about. And do you know that? And that's the style I have until the day I retire.
Absolutely. Now, assuming you beat Patera, yeah, who would you like to fight next?
Well, I think if I beat Patera, I think we've got a mandatory against Petit from France.
Yep.
So get him out the way. Then it's whoever Eddie gives. You know, we don't knock back fights. Our camp says yes. So I'm sure there's a long list of opponents that he's got for win. Whoever he gives her, that's who we'll take.
Absolutely. Now, there's been talks of you taking on the likes of Ricky Burns, $1 Million Crawler, Tommy Coyle. How do you think you would get against those?
No, I think we're in the fight business, aren't we? So, so any name that you mentioned in front of me, I'm going to say that. I think I'll beat. You know, I don't know. Tommy's on about having one more fight, isn't he, in America? Then that's him. I think that's him saying he's going to call it a day or something. Or he's moved up in weight. I don't know. I'm just the vibes I'm getting off the Twitter. Ricky Burns, I was sparring with him the other week. He says he's fighting in America. I know Crawler's got it. So we're all boxed at one way, but I'm sure if Eddie offers well the right money, then them fights will get decided. We'll take them, won't we? So that's what, you know. So we'll fight anybody, man. We'll fight anyone.
Anyone, yeah. What about the one and only Mr. Vasyl Lomachenko?
Get him over here. Get him over here. So no, like I see it too about Eddie puts in front of him. I know he's on. We're fighting in America ourselves as well. So, and that, you know, there might be rumours of him signing Lomachenko. So. If he wants to fight in the Britain, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? We can get it popping. We can get it happening.
Yeah, we can get it happening.
Straight up and down. Now, I saw on Twitter recently you met the one and only Mr. Alan Shearer.
Yeah, Big
Al. How was that?
Big Al, legend, and he's legend. So, no, he's a good bloke, and he's going to be there Saturday night ringside, cheering on. He says he'll be the first one with a Toon Zoom Black Light Army chant. So we'll see that and a whole into it.
Absolutely. Now, you're fighting at the Metro on Saturday. You fought at the Stadium of Light. What would it mean to fight at St James's Park?
You know, it's your dream, innit? You know, like it's my home football club. Tony Bellew went up with Goodison, look at that. I was
going to say that, yeah.
So, you know, if we ever get to that level where we could win a world title or fight for a world title, and we've already had talks with St James's Park, they said that they would more than happily willing to have a fight on at St James's Park. So let's make it happen, Ed. It's down to you. You're the man that picks your opponents.
Ed, sort it out, mate.
Sort it out.
Now, listen, Lewis, it's been an absolute pleasure. Good luck to you, and also good luck to Newcastle as well. I know you guys are 2-0 up against Man United, because I also support United as well, but Manchester United. So I was happy on Saturday when.
As soon as the first goal in, we knew what was happening. When the rating was on the wall, we should have got a penalty. We should have got a penalty. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Now listen, your overwhelming favourites on favourite for Saturday, 1 to 66. You know what I mean?
It's a bit crackers, really. You know, if you look at who he's fought and who on paper, Tatley's a better fighter than me, and he's beat Tatley. So you know, and he's boxed Mendy, he's boxed Dodd. So he's boxing good kids, and you know that. No offense to Mash, I hope you're not watching this. The fight, you know, the fight.
Yeah, with Mash and Dodd,
Yeah, you know, you got a home down decision, Mash. No, I'm joking. No, that could have went either way. Do you know what I mean? And he's beat Tatley, so it's going to be a hard fight Saturday. Whatever he decides to do, I'm hoping. I've seen a few articles. He's saying he's going to box with his brain. I'm hoping he's not going the back foot, but if that's what he's going to do, that's what he'll do. So we're hoping for a fire fight, but we'll see if he brings one.
Listen, you always bring the fire. Lewis, you're a pleasure, man. Thanks a lot, man. Take care. We'll speak to you soon. And good luck on Saturday. Yeah, see you Saturday night. Now, listen, guys, I'm gonna hit you up with the odds again real quick. Listen, I just told him this is 1-66. 1-66 overwhelming favourite on the night. Patera's 14-1 to win it. It's 33-1 for a draw. Listen, it's going to be an absolutely amazing, exciting fight because it's always exciting when he fights. It's always exciting when Lewis Ritson's in the book. Listen, you just saw that interview there. It's exciting anytime you get Lewis Ritson anywhere near a camera, anywhere near a mic, and anywhere near them boxing gloves. Guys, it's going to be an exciting fight. Get involved in all that the fight has to offer. It's going to be live on Sky Sports. It's going to be absolutely electric on the night. Newcastle is going to be turning up in their numbers, and I'll be there too. Guys, thanks for watching. It's been fantastic. My name's Cheeky Sport Dave, and I'll see you later.